Street Life, what's happening? We got episode number 28. We got the Gsx-R out here. We're gonna give it a nice little a nice shakedown. See what it can do up here. I kind of had to put the sprockets on since the last time I've been up here. Yeah, and I think I had mirrors, and I just kind of like personalized it. Still got a little heat in the tires and stuff like that. I'm gonna give y'all some riding footage right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all some riding footage. See how this thing ride. Oh, matter of fact, I need to stiffen up the suspension a little bit. So let me go ahead and do that. There we go. Felt like it was a little soft. I got a little assortment of tools right here. See a screwdriver already trying to pop out. So yeah, we're gonna stiffen this up. Let's go about a half a turn on that one. About a half a turn on that one. The motherfucker's down there maxed out. I think I need to service my force for Shigadal. I didn't have to service everything else on this bike. So yeah, we just gonna take it easy or whatnot. And yeah, we just gonna hit the road or whatnot. I kind of lowered the tire pressure a little bit also. I've been kind of messing with the suspension. And we just gonna see how it ends up. I'm gonna kind of take it easy, you know what I'm saying? Cause just because, you know, I got a baby on the way, and then I don't want to be too reckless. I was gonna take the key out. Also, I guess we can I can give y'all a little exhaust video, show y'all how the exhaust sound. All right, we got a K6 Gsx-R 600. Give y'all a little exhaust clip. Got the two brothers right there, the M2. All right, Street Life, I kind of pulled over for a second to get a little breather. Make sure the bike was all good, wasn't nothing falling off, everything seemed good. Just want to make sure we ain't leaking before I start trying to go in a little more. But so far so good. You know, I would definitely say, like, if anybody is like getting a bike secondhand or anything like that, that, you know, got to get it you know, not too much mileage or even a lot of mileage, you know what I'm saying, that has like, you know, over, I would say 6, 7, 8,000 miles, you know what I'm saying, and if the bike is like 4 to 5 years old, you know what I'm saying, you definitely don't want to get on the bike and just kind of be going all in on it, you know what I'm saying. You want to kind of get a feel for it, you know what I'm saying. I mean, that's how I stay upright. Others may say otherwise and stuff like that, you know, but you know, I try not to go down too much, and I try to be cautious and learn and get better all at the same time or whatnot. So that's definitely what I would say is kind of like, you know, take it easy, make sure everything all good, kind of go through everything, give it a few good rides before you start hammering on it and kind of riding it how you would typically ride your own bikes and shit like that, you know. So we kind of just passed the precautionary stage on this bike. And, you know, kind of up to this point, I think I'm going to go with definitely some new brake pads and some better grips. Because these don't have, they're worn out and they're, you know what I'm saying, they're supposed to be grips. I never even thought about how grippy you want your grips. But yeah, I got to get my pro grips on there because when I try to rev match, even though it does have a slipper clutch, this kind of slides. I don't know if it's a difference of the material, but this shit kind of slide. And, you know, usually, you know, I run a little $18, $20 pro grip. So I'm going to go to Cycle Gear and grab some pro grips for it. Always like front brake pads, probably go with some steel lines. And in the rear, you know, I think they got like some, for these Suzukis, my Yamaha is not as bad, but these Suzukis, you know, it's definitely great brake pressure, you know, but it doesn't have necessarily a spring to return it. So we're gonna look into doing that, you know. You know, but that's how it is with these bikes. The longer you keep it, the more you kind of put your little touch on it, you know, the more you come across parts and stuff like that, you know, so you can customize it and make it your own. That's why, you know, you see a ton of these bikes, but, you know, every now and then they might look a little different, you know. Everybody puts their little touch on it. As far as the tire pressure feels good. I kind of want to get back out there before they cool down too much, but you know, at first it was a real hot day out here, but as you see the sun back there, both of them or whatever, but it was kind of hot, but then these clouds started popping up, you know what I'm talking about? But we still shining, you know what I'm saying? The suspension settings, so far, you know what I'm saying, I like them. I definitely feel like we need to service them. I want to mess with my preload back here on the rear shock. I got some spanners for coilovers, but I might have some spanners for a street bike, but they're probably real deep in my storage. So, you know, I'll probably just go ahead and grab a new set, probably like a Motion Pro set or whoever makes a nice set of spanners for that rear shock. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, the bike running good. Bike running real good, man. It's cooling down now. Let's see where the temperature at. Oh, it don't tell you till you start it. Funny ass Gsx-R. but yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just kind of getting out here, you know, like I said, shaking it down. I am going to try to, on the way back, we're going to try to turn up a little more, you know, kind of get the length over a little more. I was kind of skeptical because I think with that sprocket being on that chain or whatnot, I think it kind of messed that chain up a little bit. So at some point, I may have to grab a chain. But yeah, so, and also the chain is a little tight, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's, you know, probably tomorrow or something like that, I'm gonna probably loosen the chain up a little bit. That way I get a little more travel on my suspension. Because, you know, at first, you know, I was just going like mob this shit on the street and stuff like that, you know, pop wheelies and act all dumb and shit like that. But, you know, I kind of been there and I've done that and can still do that and shit like that. And for that type of riding, typically I like my chain a little tighter so I don't be having that chain slap when I clutch it up. But I think I'm going to find a median, you know what I'm talking about, in between the two and kind of like bump straight, you know what I'm talking about, and loosen them a little bit, not too much, not full race bike loose, but we're gonna loosen up a little bit. So we're gonna pull the tire forward a little bit and get back out here and just constantly keep making adjustments and shit like that. You know, I'm kind of just doing like the street riding right now. You know, there will be track days, you know what I'm saying, coming soon and shit like that. You know. But, you know, right now, you know what I'm saying, I'm not in competition with nobody. I'm not like, you know, like super competitive and feel like I need to feed my ego or nothing like that. So I'm just out here kind of just having fun, not trying to hurt myself, not trying to hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, without further ado, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to drink some of this water and I'm going to get back on this road. But episode number 28, you feel me? I appreciate y'all for all the support. We almost at 100 subscribers. You know, y'all keep liking and showing love and subscribing to the channel if you like the content. And we just gonna keep the content rolling. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So Street Life, I pulled over to do the fucking the flybys, and I didn't account for all the cars riding by, for one. And then number two, the fucking clutch started slipping, bro. The clutch it seemed like it's slipping a little bit, man. Man, I mean, it'd be cool enough to ride, but like, I feel like when you get on it, and I think I was coming out of a turn, like in first gear back there, when I had passed that old school truck, and it sounded like it slipped, you know what I'm saying? It didn't pop a wheelie, it just kind of slipped all the way, you know what I mean, till I hit that corner. But, man, I'm gonna have to keep my eye out on that, man. Oh yeah, another thing I was gonna tell y'all too, I keep thinking about it. You know, if we end up keeping this bike, one thing we probably gonna do for sure is you know what I'm saying, we get to 1,000, or I don't know how many, I think it's 1,000, man. We get to 1,000, man, we might have to get this, old Street Life Vlog 600 away, man. You know what I'm talking about? We might have to give it away to one of you lucky, you know what I'm saying, loyal, you know what I'm saying, subscribers, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, by the time y'all get it, you know, it'll be all, you know, fixed and shit like that. And it might even have a 750 in it. So that's what I was just getting ready to say, you know what I'm saying? If we do end up keeping it, we probably put like a 750 in it. Because this 600, it's cool and shit. But, you know, I like to be able to power out in first gear and shit like that. And not to say that you can't do it with this bike, because I have done it. Well, I think I clutched it up. I don't think I really powered it out, but, you know, obviously, you know what I'm saying, I think this clutch is a little spanked on a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I might need to adjust it. We might start there with an adjustment. Might do like a clutch adjustment. Might do a video on clutch adjustment or whatnot. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get home. I ain't gonna beat up on the bike too much, you know what I'm saying? As you see, I got my Joe Rocket riding shoes back on. You know what I'm saying? I found these things in the woodworks, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I can wipe these things down and put on the work. You talking about? You know what I'm talking about? You know, so, you know, I'm having fun out here, but I've been making hella noise up here. There's a few houses over here, so I'm gonna go ahead and get down the road, like I keep saying, you know what I'm saying? I see y'all in the next video. I don't want to leave, but I gotta go, man. Slipping. Let's see if we can still pop a wheelie. Let's see if we can get up out of it. But I think I whooped it. I don't know how though. Yeah, she whooped. It's burnt out. I can show y'all the last clip when I did that same clutch up. I might try it one more time, and if not, then it is what it is. That time, but it seemed like the clutch was slipping for sure. I think I caught it with the rear brake. I didn't want to whip it too bad, so I just put it down right quick. I felt like I was running out of RPM. Yeah, so the clutch ain't all the way out, but it's definitely on the verge of going out. So in the next few weeks or so, after, you know, get a few checks, we're probably gonna throw a Barnett clutch in there, and I'll probably do a video on how to do it, and also with the adjustment or whatnot. But yeah, I was able to do one wheelie. I tried to clutch it at one time, it shit slipped. Second time, it got up, it slipped again, but it still got up. But I kind of put it down on it when it hurt it. I'm still able to ride it or whatnot, but we're getting there. We're getting there.